Bingo.
Whoever's on the phone gets.
Please enter your participant or moderator code followed by the pound key. Please say your name followed by the pound key.
We got 2 minutes. Welcome. I'm Nelson Crabb, the City of Clear Lake Mayor. To my right on the dais here this afternoon, I have Scott Flory, City of Clear Lake Administrator. To my left, I have Stacy Dawn, Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce President and CEO. In our audience, we have Dan Nichols, Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce Board Chair, and Trish Funderman, Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce Events Director. We are here this afternoon to make an announcement with regard to the Clear Lake 4th of July celebration events for July 1st through the 5th, 2020. It is with the heaviest of hearts that we, the City of Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce, and 4th of July Committee in partnership with Saragoro Public Health have made the difficult decision to cancel the July 4th celebration events scheduled for July 1st through 5th of 2020. We waited as long as we possibly could to make this decision. Although some restrictions are beginning to ease, there are still too many uncertainties to ensure, without hesitation, the health and safety of our community and the 100,000 plus visitors who come to Clear Lake for the 5-day event. Additionally, with the current social distancing restrictions on festivals and mass gatherings, it is simply not possible to move forward. We know that the 4th of July celebration is a long-standing Clear Lake tradition, but given the reality of COVID-19, our highest priority is the health and safety of our guests, participants, staff, volunteers, and our community. Furthermore, each year we rely heavily on the City of Clear Lake and Saragordo County for security, emergency management, and public safety. Every year, they rise to the occasion and support our needs. We are beyond grateful to have the services we have in our city and county. However, asking our frontline responders during a public health emergency situation, our heroes, to take on the additional responsibility of ensuring the safety of thousands of visitors is a duty we could not, in good conscience, request of them.
The 4th of July Committee is working together to explore ways to safely celebrate. We're hoping to reintroduce some of the canceled 4th of July celebration activities later in this year, as well as our beloved Ignite fireworks display over the lake. We're also exploring the possibility of a fireworks display at an alternate location that would allow spectators to remain in their cars while watching. More details will be forthcoming.
We know this announcement will disappoint many. We ourselves are heartbroken to have to make this announcement. However, we'll be back in 2021 stronger and better than ever. Those who have been involved in the development of this announcement are Scott Flory, City of Clear Lake City Administrator, Stacy Dawn, Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce President and CEO, Dan Nichols, Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce Board Chair, Alice Hanley, July 4th Celebration Committee Chair, Trish Funderman, Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce Events Director, and Brian Hanth, Sarah Gordo, Public Health. Scott?
Thanks, Mayor. I just wanted to say a couple of things. First and foremost, I want to thanks to the donors and sponsors and citizens for their past and ongoing support. But I also want to take a moment to say thank you to the volunteers. They're so critical to our community and its success. Oftentimes their efforts go unheralded, but without them, our community would be a very different place. You know, in so many ways, as the mayor indicated, this is a heartbreaking decision, but it truly is the only decision that can be made here. There remains uncertainty even today about whether the governor's proclamation that prohibits social gatherings that include parades and festivals without the stipulation, quote, to ensure social distancing, end quote, would even be lifted by the 4th of July. The mayor and I were down just this morning, down to City Beach, looking at the enhancement project, and I noticed and pointed out to him that there was a vehicle down there that had the state of New York license plates on it. That's one thing that is unique in our state, or unique in Clear Lake for the state of Iowa, that we have so many visitors that come to our community, not just from the state of Iowa, but from the Midwest and even well beyond the Midwest. And we've built a solid, strong reputation for the kinds of events that we have, and in part, it's because that those are so successful and so well attended that in many ways they prohibit us from being able to have the event this year in the midst of this pandemic. So again, I think just the simple logistics alone make it impossible to have things like parades, carnivals, and the fireworks over the lake, and follow and ensure the social distancing requirements that are imposed by the governor, as well as the Center for Disease Control and Public Health. So certainly Clear Lake will still be a destination for the 4th of July weekend. We know that. We encourage people to celebrate the 4th of July, to do so responsibly, and do so with your family and friends, and continue to support our local economy and our businesses, because at this difficult time in our country and state and community's history, they need your support now more than ever. So that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Stacy?
As Mayor Crabb mentioned, we waited as long as we possibly could to make this decision. We've been meeting weekly for some time now to evaluate the situation, the governor's proclamation, and the recommendations of our local health officials. And as the weeks passed, it just became clear that there was simply no way to social distance at a celebration that draws tens of thousands of people to Clear Lake. So we know this is extremely disappointing. We too are extremely disappointed. We do, however, remain hopeful that we will be able to have some type of celebration at a later date, including a spectacular fireworks display over the lake.
Thank you. And we thank you for your time this afternoon. Media, at this point, we will take any questions you may have. We thank you all.